Good morning and welcome to Living Local 15. I'm Jessica Williams and top of the morning to you. As we prepare for fall, it's time to start planning for your family photos. The City Moms is here to give us some advice about coordinating outfits and the easiest way to choose clothing for the entire family. Then the funniest fundraiser in Fort Wayne is back. Laughs for Literacy Comedy Night is making its return, and the Literacy Alliance is here to share more. And later, Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts has a special deal on golf carts for Living Local 15 viewers only, so you don't want to miss that. Are you ready? Let's get started.
Fashion, food, and fun. You're watching Living Local 15 with your host, Jessica Williams.
The Literacy Alliance's mission is to empower people and strengthen our community through education. And to help in this effort, they host an annual event called Laughs for Literacy, taking place on September 22nd. And joining me with more information is their CEO, Melinda Haynes. Hi, Melinda.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Okay. So we are laughing. This is the funniest night in Fort Wayne.
It is. It is a funny night.
Yes.
You know, we've done this event for several years. Every year we change it a little bit.
Yes.
And so this year we're bringing a couple of comics in from out of the area. They're going to be joining us at the Baker Street Center on Friday, September 22nd, and we're going to have a night of laughs with our friends.
That's so great. That's the best type of fundraiser, honestly.
It is.
And so it all goes, of course, to the Literacy Alliance. So give us an overview about what you all offer and what your mission is.
Yes. Well, primarily, a lot of people know us for our adult education programs. And in that, we have two main programs. One of them is called Project Graduate. And in Project Graduate, we are working with adults who want to earn their high school equivalency diploma. You know, these are folks who dropped out of school for various reasons over the years. They come back to us at all ages, but they have reached a point where they say, I need that credential. I want to get a better job. I want to go to college, and I need to do this for myself or for my family. And so they come to us to study for the exam, either the GED or the HiSET exam. And we help them get ready for that exam and make sure that they know what they need to know to pass it. And so they are increasing their education through that, and then that allows them to provide better for their families. It's going to increase their health outcomes. It's going to be better for our community because they have become, you know, better citizens, you know, by attaining that credential. So, you know, Project Graduate, we have a couple hundred students who go through that every year, and it's always so exciting to see them reach that goal.
Yes, and I love that you all offer the classes and the education and curriculum for adults. You know, so much education is out there, of course, for young kids and while they're in, what's it called, kindergarten through high school, of course, but being able to just have a restart, to being able to correct any past mistakes or just enhance their education is so cool. And you have a second adults program.
We do. We also have a program called Project Connect. Project Connect is working with adults who are generally immigrants and refugees, people who come to our area, and English is not their first language. It's a huge need in this area. Unbelievably, there are about 40,000 people in this area for whom English is not a native language. So these are folks who are often highly educated in their own countries, but they don't speak English. So that not speaking English really hinders them from getting a job for which they are qualified. And so they come to us to improve their English skills. A lot of them come as very much beginners. You know, in fact, we call it intro to English. But we also have beginning classes and intermediate classes because as they increase their ability to understand, we want to be able to provide more programming to them so that they can keep increasing their ability and their English proficiency. It's a huge growth program for us. You know, a couple years ago we had about 10 students. This year, or last year, I think we had 122, and this year we will probably surpass that. The need is great, and we've got a waiting list for students right now who call us. We just need to find the resources to add more classrooms, which you know kind of takes us back to Laughs for Literacy and you know that event as a fundraiser. the money that we raise that night goes toward all of our programs.
Yes.
But right now we really have a focus on Project Connect and English language learning.
That is awesome. And then you also, though it is completely adult focused, you do offer curriculum for children too.
We do.
Yeah.
We have Project Reads. That's a program that came to us a couple years ago. We love having them on board because primarily we have worked with adults through the ages. But having Project Reads, allows us to maybe stop that cycle so that an adult won't drop out of high school to begin with.
Okay.
What we know is that if you have learned to read at grade level by the time you enter grade 4, you have a much higher probability of graduating from high school. Before grade 4, you are learning to read.
Right.
When you enter grade 4, you are reading to learn. So if you haven't gotten your skill to where it needs to be, you're going to struggle the rest of your academic life.
Yeah.
So Project Reads is primarily volunteer delivered. We have staff who work with the volunteers, but I think we're going to be in 16 schools this fall.
Wow.
So we do still need volunteers, people who are willing to give an hour a week at one of their local elementary schools, working with the students who have been identified by their teachers as needing a little extra help to get them up to grade level reading.
That is awesome. And that sounds like a really nice mentorship opportunity as well.
It does. That one-on-one relationship is just such an important aspect of Project Reads because that student stays with the same tutor all year round, and they really do develop a great relationship.
Yes, that's so great. So all of those pillars and platforms is just the perfect thing to support through the Laughs for Literacy. And so this event's taking place, and I got to attend last year, and it was so much fun. So I know that anyone that comes out, they're just going to have a good night.
They are.
I noticed that you have catering on here from
Shigs and Pitt, Matt Anthony.
Yes.
They're going to be doing catering, so we have got wonderful food this year. We've got a bar and soft drinks, and two comedians, and it's going to be a fun night just with a little comedy club vibe and opportunities for people to learn more about the Literacy Alliance and to support the Literacy Alliance at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's so great. Laughs for Literacy. I love it so much. Well, thank you so much, Melinda,
thank you
for sharing about this event and just really encouraging our community to give, to give back in such a good way to help in education.
Yeah, we have a very generous community. We're very fortunate. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. And if you would like more information about Laughs for Literacy, it is taking place on September 22nd. We'll be sure to have their website listed below so that you can see how to get your tickets today. And we'll be right back.
Have an idea for the show? Want to find out how you can be a guest? Contact us at livinglocal15@wayne.com.
It's that time of year to start thinking about family photos, and I know people are getting so creative right now, so we have an expert here to give us some tips. Janine from the CityMoms is here to share 3 hacks with taking photos. Hi, Janine.
Hi there.
Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So photos are just always taken, I feel, because we have our phones, but families come together and still like that traditional photo shoot with a photographer.
Yes, absolutely. Especially right now, we know a lot of families are planning for holiday.
Yes.
And a lot of families love fall. They love the fall photos. So it's a good time to start thinking through some of these ideas and tips.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so what's the first tip that you have for us that has to do with the clothing?
Okay, so we're talking about wardrobe, and this is literally the #1 question we get with our CityMoms community, which is, what should I wear?
Right.
So when you are looking through a wardrobe for your family, you want to ensure a couple of things. One, it's not too matchy-matchy.
Okay.
I mean, I know all of us remember kind of those 1980s, like every member of the family is the same sweater. We're not going for that aesthetic. So not too matchy-matchy, but too still comfortable.
Right.
You want to make sure it's something that you're comfortable wearing. You're probably going to be in this photo shoot for maybe up to an hour.
Yeah.
So what we've done is pulled together kind of a sample wardrobe for this family. So for this family, we're thinking of this as a mom, a dad, an older son, and then a baby girl.
Okay.
So what you can kind of see here is we started with one item, which was the mom's dress. And this is blue and has a little bit of white in it. And we're using that to build everything else in this family's wardrobe around.
Okay.
So with this, what we're doing is complementing with Dad's outfit. So he's got this blue and white shirt. We're putting him in khakis though, so we can add another color into this palette and start to play with that.
Okay.
So Mom also has these great gold heels. That's where her kind of,
khaki.
yes, that's where that's pulling in. Now for the son, we've grabbed this white shirt, cute blue collar, and he's gonna have color similar to Dad's. And think about this too, because a lot of photographers are going to be using filters. Don't worry if your khaki maybe isn't exactly the same. Blues aren't exactly the same. They're all in that family.
Okay.
And then last for the daughter, what we grabbed was just this cute little jean jacket. It's a really fun romper. And the other thing you can think of is now when they start mixing and matching kind of family members for photos, you know, so maybe Mom's doing a photo with the little one, they still are feeling very cohesive without it being too over the top.
Right.
Maybe.
Okay.
And same with Dad. So starting with the color palette, building it out from there, and just making sure that it all feels very similar.
Oh, that's nice. I like that, especially just adding the nuance of a neutral color.
Yes.
Makes it so important. And who thought? So I love that you said you start off with a centerpiece.
Yes.
So Mom's was the first thing, and then you kind of build all around it.
Absolutely.
Okay, awesome.
Yes.
And so give us some more tips. So I'm sure people wonder, like, what is the best time of day to go and take photos?
So time of day is going to be critical, especially if you're doing outdoor photos. If you are planning a shoot at, say, noon, I mean, you've got some really harsh overhead lights. You know that you're going to have family members squinting. And on top of that, it creates a lot of really difficult shadows.
Right.
So photographers love what's called the golden hour.
Okay.
And this is normally kind of that 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning or more of that like 4 to 7 in the evening.
Okay.
So sun is either setting or coming up, but it's at an angle and it provides really nice light kind of filtering through. And this is really going to be a critical time period. So another thing, though, to keep in mind with timing is consider your family schedules.
Okay.
No one wants to have a little one out at 7 o'clock at night if that's their usual witching hour. You want to make sure you're maximizing kind of your family's best moments, I would say, you know, as best you can. So.
Right. Okay, that's good. And something else I'll add in is that when you're taking a photo, always be facing the sun. Don't take a photo and the sun is behind you. Like, you have to face it so that the light, so that the glow comes.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. Okay, so we have our outfits, we have our time of day.
Yes.
What's the next tip?
So the last thing is with posing. And a lot of photographers are excellent at helping pose your family. You don't need to worry about that when you're going in.
Yes.
I think one of the critical things with posing is your photographer might kind of gather you into feeling, into kind of areas that you're like, do I need to be this close up? Do I need to be kind of holding my child this close to me?
Yeah.
And yes, you do, because when that comes through on the image itself, it looks amazing.
Okay.
So always trust your photographer.
Okay.
One thing you'll notice that they do when you have a large group together, and we'll just kind of use Mom again as example, so pick one member of the family to really, again, be that centerpiece and sort of tuck everyone in and build everyone in around that person. So again, don't worry and don't fret if your photographer's kind of arraying you in a different kind of pattern.
Right.
They know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. Okay,
Yes.
I love that. And then any tips for the kids, the little babies, and getting them to smile and pose just right at the right time?
You know, with littles, we always recommend bring some of their favorite loveys with them. And also bring some of their favorite items like maybe a wand or their favorite backpack. Those are things that not only will you want to have captured down the road because that was a moment in time that they really enjoyed that item, but it's something that's just going to make them feel more comfortable on camera.
Yeah.
So.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Janine.
absolutely.
We appreciate it.
Good.
And if you would like more information about these tips for photo shoots and so much more, you can check out the CityMoms website. We'll have it listed below, and I'll see you after the break.
Follow us on social media at Living Local 15.
This segment sponsored by Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts. With summer coming to the end, this is the perfect time to purchase a golf cart. And we have Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts here to share about their new shipment and so much more. And joining me is their CEO, Cindy Elliot, and Dylan Newsbaum, their service manager. Hello and welcome.
Hello. Nice to be here.
Great to see you. Okay, so let's talk golf carts. It's so fun, right? Golf carts is something I feel that anyone and everyone needs. And right now, with the season coming to the close, you all are actually offering some really cool stuff. So share with me about your new shipments.
So we got a big shipment in from EasyGo that we were originally slated to get in midsummer.
Okay.
So we just got it in. So we have L6s, S4s, Valors, TXTs in stock. And so it's because it's towards the end of the season, we're offering some great promotions to come in and buy a golf cart this time of year.
Yes.
So for WANE TV, Living Local, we're offering $500 off on a new purchase of a golf cart. So that's exclusive for your viewers.
Yes, we love exclusive. Thank you. That's so
You're
awesome.
welcome.
Yeah, that promotion is amazing. And so share with me about how you all service the vehicle. So when someone purchases a golf cart, you guys continue to maintenance it and offer the service, right?
Yeah, so anytime, any cart that we sell, you know, we have to be able to service it, do tune-ups on it. You know, if it's an electric cart, we have to be able to, you know, when the time comes, replace batteries, tires, anything that somebody would need. Not only on, you know, the service side of things, but if somebody wants custom options when they do purchase a golf cart, the options are endless on customization.
Okay, that's great. And I know that you offer a lot of new carts, but do you offer used as well? Do people have that option?
Yes, we have actually a few used carts in stock. So you can get some great savings there. And we go through it. We service it ourselves, make sure everything's in running order, that the batteries are good or whatnot, tune it up. So it'll be good to go for you when you buy it.
That is nice. And so what are some of the popular models that's going out right now? Like what's trending?
I'd say really all of the different models are, you know, everyone has their own need for what they are going to use it for. You know, we've got the L6 for the bigger families or for the people at the campgrounds that, you know, want to be able to get all their friends on the same golf cart. The S4s for you know, somebody that wants a little bit more custom on their golf cart. And then just your standard Valor for the more entry level cart, but still a very nice cart. Still has a little bit of a lift kit on it. And so pretty much options are endless. And I wouldn't say that one's favored more than the other.
Okay, something for everyone.
Correct.
And so Cindy, you've been in business for quite a while and you are a female-run and led business, which is so great. So give us a little background in case someone is first getting introduced to your company.
So we've been around for a while, so our reputation speaks volumes. We've been in business almost 20 years. Next year in June, we will be in business 20 years. So we know what our customers need. We understand integrity and honesty, and that's what we base everything on. You can count on us to pick up that cart if we say service it, store it. You know, we're with you throughout the life of your ownership of a golf cart.
Okay. That's amazing. Yeah.
Yes.
And one thing that I find cool about what you all offer is the customization. As you kind of mentioned, Dylan, people can just make it their own. So give us a little rundown of the areas that people typically customize.
Typically, the number one thing I would say would be aftermarket wheels and tires. A lot of people like to do the underglow lights and the stereo systems, the sound bars. You know, we do decals on some of them, lift kits. If somebody wants, you know, one of the S4s or L6s that are already lifted, they want it, you know, brought down a little bit. We've lowered carts before too. You know, there's just so many options with brush guards and custom seats, and pretty much if you can think of it, we can probably do it.
Yeah, and of course the colors. Oh, all the beautiful colors.
Yep. Yes, yes.
Which is great. And then, so as we are headed towards the fall and winter season, what are some ways that people use golf carts during this time? Because I'm sure they're year round, because you have to get out and about, and people are still working outside even though the weather is getting colder.
Yeah, well, you can put heaters in them. You can put enclosures on them to keep the warmth in.
Oh, good.
You can, you know, they still are a vehicle. So you can get around and run around your neighborhood, or, you know, is there anything else I've forgotten?
You know, and some people use them to pick up leaves in the yard.
Right.
You can hook a little trailer to the back of it. Taking the kids trick-or-treating in golf cart friendly communities, that's a big thing. So there's so many things that you can utilize a golf cart for.
Yeah, I mean, even now with school being in session, maybe if you have a longer way to travel, if to go to the school bus or just wherever pickup is, or of course, people that work outside in apartment complexes and maintenance workers who have to get around large facilities. Because I actually see people like on golf carts in like the Coliseum or just a really big entertainment place. You got to get around, so why not use a nice customized golf cart?
Right, from Elliot's.
From Elliot. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for coming in and sharing about your new products and the special promo. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yes. And if you would like more information about Elliot's custom trailers and carts, we'll have their website listed below. And don't forget about the special promo they are offering just for us. It is $500 off any new golf cart. That's happening for the month of September, so give them a call. We'll be right back. This segment sponsored by Elliot's Custom Trailers and Carts.
Living Local 15, proudly driven by the Kelly Automotive Group.
Thanks so much for tuning in and joining us today. You can always rewatch episodes in full segments of Living Local 15 by going to WANE.com or by downloading the WANE app. And remember, it's never too late to live your best life, so start living it today. And I look forward to seeing you here tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Content segments during today's Living Local 15 were paid for by these sponsors.